Well, I think clearly you guys were all here for all of our races in 2016 and saw the drainage issues that we had. So the racing surface had just gotten old and was holding water. When we dug underneath it, we found that the dirt under it was bone dry. So it was simply the rain from above holding in that top asphalt surface, and we just couldn't get it to dry up. No matter how many jet trucks, no matter how many Air Titans we put on it, it took way too long to dry. So we've put a new surface on it, and we did install a drainage system underneath it, very extensive drainage system. So hopefully we'll never see those issues again. But at the same time, Marcus Smith, the president of Speedway Motorsports Incorporated, our parent company, suggested, why don't we reprofile turns 1 and 2? Let's make it a little flatter. That's something that we've always wanted to do, is reduce the banking here if we could, to make the cars slow down a little bit. And he said, let's reprofile it. And as it turned out, we were able to lower from 24 to 20 degrees in turns 1 and 2, widen the track in the process. And these guys will explain what that impact that has to that they see as they head to their various races. They ran a few laps this morning, but the reprofile is a great idea from Marcus Smith, and we finished paving last week. We've still got a few things to do, like paint white lines on it and things like that, which isn't that simple. There's no handbook to tell you where the lines go and what they're supposed to look like. So we spent a lot of time discussing that, believe it or not. Steve and I talked about it for a moment this morning, and we both kind of looked at each other and said, I don't know. So we've got to do a little homework on it, make sure we're doing exactly what both NASCAR and IndyCar needs us to do on the racetrack. So, but the track will, like Rich said, have its debut here April 7th, 8th, and 9th, culminating with the O'Reilly Auto Parts 500, and then we'll come back Saturday night, June 10th, and see what the IndyCars can do with it for their annual visit here. So, looking forward to it.
And for us, seeing the investment that the Speedway has made is a great tribute to the fans. We all know we had some challenges regarding weather, but regardless, I think we've not only fixed that, but then the profile, taking some of the learnings, I think also from Kentucky, as Eddie mentioned, where when we went out there on a first attempt with new pavement, we saw some really good racing. That's what we'd expect to see here as well. So we're excited about it, and again, applaud Eddie and the whole crew at Texas for taking the initiative, continuing to invest for the fans. It's big for the sport, for both series, I think NASCAR and IndyCar. So we're excited to get the year going here.
I think first of all, the track was soaked when we got here this morning, and was dry within the hour without any assistance. I mean, we ran maybe 10 laps with a pace car. It is all we really did to help that, and it's dry. So that's a really good thing for going forward. And then just talking about reprofiling turns 1 and 2 over there, it's interesting how wide it is now. It's pretty amazing when you go on the front stretch, which is every bit as normal as it's always been, without white lines right now. You look at the corner coming up, and it's extremely wide. We have a lot of options. And I think we've talked about it and trying to figure out. The bottom groove is actually so far down the racetrack. You feel like that corner is going to be quite a bit slower, and with less banking, it's going to be quite a bit slower than 3 and 4 now. So I think that's what made some really good racing at Kentucky last season, was just having the difference in 2 corners. I think just changing them up and making it hard to get a car to be balanced in both corners when they're that different. So so far it's looks good. It's smooth. Turns 3 and 4 still got some of the characteristic bumps through it that we always enjoy having. I don't know about y'all over there, but I like to have a little bit of character at the racetracks, and it definitely does over there still. So they did a nice job with it, and we're ready to get here in a few weeks.
Well, obviously it'll be a big day for us because with the new configuration, the track has changed. We had what we think is a pretty phenomenal event last year, which was after the 71-day red flag, the longest red flag in motorsports history, if you remember that. So we'll hopefully have that record for quite some time. But it really, kind of a funny story. as everything is bigger in Texas. Eddie called us a month or so ago and said, you know, hey, we're going to repave the track, and this is going to happen, this is going to happen, and hey, that's great, it's phenomenal, you guys do everything right, we're very appreciative. So I asked, are you going to do it, you know, the week after the Cup race or whatever, in November? And he goes, no, we're going to do it start Monday. I'm like, Monday? Like coming up Monday? Yeah, Monday. Okay, so that's given us an opportunity to come back here to test. So we'll have a full field test here April 12th. Again, we couldn't be more proud to be here. We could be more excited about what you've done. It's amazing how things happen here, and it happens fast. And that's a testament to what they do. And this is a great facility, and we're really glad to be coming back.
From what I can tell, it's greatly improved. Obviously, a lot smoother, and I think, you know, the reconfiguration. It's as drivers and teams, you know, we like challenges, and it's something different. You know, part of me wishes they wouldn't have changed anything because I felt like we had a pretty good handle on this racetrack. So kind of back to square one with everyone else. But again, that's part of the challenge. But having the diversity between 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 is something that I think is going to be good for racing. Obviously, with its wider, I think the Indy cars might be able to go 5 wide through there now. So I know Eddie loves that. You can tell by his face. Yeah. But I'm really excited to get back and thankful that IndyCar and TMS were able to work out a test day for us on April 12th in conjunction with Firestone. So come back and put on a great show for the fans.